Welcome to Fair Game. I'm Kristine Leahy. We're here in Charlotte, North Carolina for NBA's All-Star Weekend. My guest today is in his 7th season with the Orlando Magic and will be playing in his very first All-Star Game. Magic big man Nikola Vucevic is here. You know, I was going to start this interview somewhere else, but right away, you have humongous hands and really, really long fingers. I mean, I have big hands, but just for like, oh, wow. And then also what I noticed is they're really cut up. Did you get in a fight?
No, I did not get in a fight, but I think in the NBA, guys don't do a great job cutting their nails all the time, and so I get scratched a lot. I think I get scratched once a game, and then once it bleeds, so I don't have to come out again, I just put this little thing that kind of burns your skin, so it makes the bleeding stop, but then it leaves scars, so I'm all scarred up. But
I've never seen anything like that. That's like actually fascinating. Also, we should put out a PSA to the NBA that they should start making you guys get manicures.
Actually, we should. It can be dangerous.
Right, like an actual rule in the handbook that you must, like your socks have to match your shoes or whatever that deal is, and get a manicure.
I agree.
Okay, moving on to why we're actually here. You're about to play in your first All-Star game. You're also participating in the skills competition. What part of the weekend are you looking forward to most?
Honestly, all of it. I mean, probably mostly like the game itself, but just all of it being my first time here. It's just, an honor to be here and being among all the best players in the league. Just be a great experience. I really want to just soak it all in, have fun, enjoy it. And I'm looking forward to really meeting all those guys. I compete against them all the time, but I don't really know them off the court. So kind of get to know them, see how they are, see how they prepare for the game and everything, their mindset. So it'll be a fun experience. Looking forward to it. And for me, it'll be great too, because I'm on the same team as Dirk, and he was a huge idol of mine when I was little. So it'll be great to be with him on the court at least for one game.
Aside from Dirk, is there anyone you're especially excited to meet?
I've met them all, I know them all, but Dirk was really the guy I would have liked to kind of get to know off the court a little more. But it'll be fun. I'm on Team Giannis, so I'll get to know him a little bit. And all the guys that are on my team, it'll be a good time.
You're definitely having your best season of basketball, rebounding more, scoring more. What's been the biggest difference for you this season?
I think I just, reached a certain maturity level, which enables me to play the game easier. The game just comes easier to me. I make better reads. It's just when you're younger, you just use so much energy on stuff that you don't necessarily need to. And as you get older, you get experience. The game it's just easier for you. And then also I think with the new coaching staff, the way they've been using me just really enables me to be efficient. But they really put me in good spots, and they really use me well, which fits to my skill set. And our team's been playing better, so that's helped me as well. But I think it's just been a great year from the beginning. I started off well, and then my teammates and everything been really great supporting me and pushing me to play better. And it's just been a good season for me. When
you found out that you made the All-Star team, where were you?
I was actually on the court because we played that night, and so the national anthem was about to start, and so the show was on TV, and our PR people were watching it on the small TV on the court, on the side of the court, and I was just standing there waiting, and I was a bit nervous, and they were like looking at the TV and making all these faces, and I was like, what's going on? Like, did everything come out that it won't tell me? And then to me it looked like an hour, but it was maybe 30 seconds later, I heard somebody yell yes, and I turned around and one of the PR people was like, "You're in." And then my parents were in there reading the same there too, so I turned towards them, showed them I was in, and then it was just a lot of emotions. Everything that I put into this game of basketball just kind of paid off in that one huge moment for me to be selected. And it was something that the last few days before the actual announcement, everybody was asking me about it. It was written everywhere, who's going to be in, who won, who deserves it, who doesn't. And so it was kind of hard to really turn it off. I tried to do as much as I can, but it was hard. And then so it was just a great moment. And I'm glad we had the whole national anthem and the intros, so I could control my emotions before I have to go play.
Sure, and your teammates were really supportive. The Magic posted the video of them surprising you in the locker room. That must have been a really cool moment for you.
Yeah, that was great. And then, they were the last few days before the announcement, they were really supportive of me. They kept telling me you're going to make it. A couple guys posted stuff on social media. When they spoke to the media, they spoke about how I deserved to make it. And but that moment, when I walked into the locker room, because I came in last, and they started throwing water at me, which was actually very cold water. But it was.
You just said that so straight. It was actually very cold water.
No, it was actually.
Oh, jeez.
But because I was warm from the game, and then it was cold water.
Oh.
But that was a great moment. You know,
Yeah.
to see your teammates, you know, care about it so much and be happy for you to make it is just such a great moment, and it made that moment even special for me. You know, as much as, you know, it's just me here, it's also, you know, I'll be representing the whole organization, the Magic.
You've been killing the Lakers this year. LeBron even said he feels like you have their number. Why? What do you think's going on?
I don't know. Is it maybe, you know, the way they defended me, the way they played against us? I think it just, you know, it kind of fit right to my skill set, to where I could really, you know, take advantage of it. And I mean, the first game, you know, kind of, you know, I was playing okay, and then kind of in the third quarter, I kind of had a stretch where I had like 10, 15 points, and it ended up being a huge game for us. And then in LA, you know, I felt good from that first game. And then whenever I play in LA, because I went to school there, I have so many people come to see me. There's a little bit extra motivation, and so it was just, you know, I just had a great performance. But yeah, I mean, especially when you play against a guy like LeBron, you know, it's always a special game, you know, for all of us. And so yeah, I'm glad that, you know, those are one of my best games, two of my best games in the season, and we won both games.
So you guys get up when you're playing against LeBron?
Yeah, I mean, against all the best teams and players, of course. I mean, it's not a huge difference, but there's a little bit of it, you know, just because. I mean, it's just, you know that he's, you know, the best player. You know, you kind of. I think it's just human nature. We don't really necessarily talk about it or anything, but I think just everybody kind of has that in them. Like okay, like we really want to beat him, and I think he knows that as well, because, you know, when you're the best, everybody wants to beat you.
Sure. On that same note, a couple weeks ago, you dropped 25 on Anthony Davis and the Pelicans, and after the game, he said, "We sucked. Nobody was interested in playing." Do you sometimes get the feeling that guys are just showing up, that they don't really want to play that night, or they're not coming to play?
Honestly, I rarely ever, you know, worry about the other team. I really just usually try to worry about what we can do. And that game was a great game for us. We really, you know, played one of our best games of the season that time. And so yeah, I mean, you know, they didn't have a good game. Again, it's only also one game, and then the next night they beat Oklahoma City. So, you know, I don't think it means as much. It was just, you know, us playing great and have a great night, and that's it.
You were following the Anthony Davis trade saga, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Do you like stay on Twitter and watch how that's going? Do you follow Woj? You wait for the Woj bomb?
Everybody follows Woj. I think everybody does.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I was just to kind of see what's going on. I wasn't that worried much for me, but I think that the Anthony Davis thing and the whole Lakers thing, I mean, it was like the biggest news in America at that time. So I think everybody was following it, and everybody was expecting something. It didn't happen, but it's just, you know, it's part of this business. You know, trades happen. You know, people get moved all the time, and so it's just part of it.
Your journey to the NBA is a really interesting story. You were born in Switzerland, raised in Belgium. How exactly do you wind up in Simi Valley, California?
Good question. So at that time I was living in Montenegro, and I had to make a decision if I wanted to go pro or like go a different way. And so the other way was going to the States and try to get a scholarship for university. And so the best way to do it, I felt, was to go 1 year in high school for my senior year. And so the way it happened, I got to Simi Valley is because the head coach there was a guy from France. And so he saw me play at a tournament overseas, and then so we got in contact with him, and he wanted me to come there, and so that's how it happened. So it was a European connection. He just happened to work in Simi Valley.
You were then drafted by the Sixers, and in your second season traded to the Magic. At the time, were you disappointed?
No, not really, actually, because I really looked at it as a great opportunity for me in Orlando. You know, in Philly, you know, I had a limited play time, and I had signed some big men, so I knew that it would be harder for me to play my sophomore year. And when I looked at the trade and the roster in Orlando, I knew that I would have a great chance of playing there and kind of showing what I can do. And so,
were you expecting to be traded?
No, not at all. Actually, you know, I was just preparing to go back to Philly, and you know, I had actually spoken to the coach a couple times over the summer and everything, and I think it just kind of happened.